Hello everyone, welcome back. So here today is my topic about annotation in the TypeScript. Okay, understanding type annotation in the TypeScript. So here the first definitions of your annotations is what are type annotations. So type annotations let you explicitly define the type of variables, functions or objects. Here this is here you see let you explicitly define the type of variables, functions or object. Explicitly means you are here manually defining the type of each variables or functions or objects. Okay, so I think we have the example for you, so let's go to the next slide. And then here, okay, for the example I am going to the VS Code, then we will come back on this second topics. So here in the VS Code, now I'm going to create a new file, that is annotation.js .ts files. Here, right, annotation.ts files, got it. Then inside here we have the example. Let's define the let name, and you have to specify its data type explicitly. I mean, you here define manually its data type. So that's why it is strings, it is equal to me. Okay, that is, it is a name. And then let age, it is equal to number, not capitals. Here let age, and that is the number, is equal to 22. So you see name strings, here this is a name strings, this variable name strings means only the text allowed here as a values. Okay, here you have to only put strings, not the number. So okay, because you have here explicitly defined its types. So here suppose if you in place of me, okay, if you put another thing like number, this is, you see got here automatically. Here name is declared but its value is never it. Here type number is not assignable to type string. You see here TypeScript automatically suggests you auto suggestions. Here the number is not assignable to the type strings. This name, okay, this name has type strings, but here you are trying to assign the number for this name, and that is wrong. So that's why you see here the red wave, and you see the hint, you have to put in the strings. You see here, because this here name type, it is strings, not numbers. So similarly for here age number, you define your age types, it is a number. Okay, so you have to here only allow the numbers. If you type wrong type, TypeScript throw the error. Just you see again here this types, it is a number, but if here to try to write something strings, okay, like this, the name, you got the error because you see age is declared. Okay, that is fine. Here second line, type string is not assignable to type number, so this is wrong, you cannot do that. So that's why here annotation means what? It is a simple definition. You have to explicitly define the type of a variables, functions or objects. Here without TypeScript, here what is the problem? Here you have to just, let me comment this line, this one, and then here let age it is equal to inside it here 22. Okay, JavaScript does not stop you lead to the bug. Okay, you see it is age, and you already know age is always a number, not a strings. Okay, so this is a kind of bug in the JavaScript. But with TypeScript, you have to explicitly define age, and that is a number, it is equal to 22. Got it? Here why you got age strings. Okay, you see here you cannot put the strings, you have to always use the here number. Okay, because here you have explicitly defined its data type. So this is without TypeScript, and this is with TypeScript. Here TypeScript check before running the code, and it prevent the runtime bugs. This is a type safety. Okay, here prevent runtime bugs, this is type safety. Now here next slide, here understanding the different types in the TypeScript. About we have the primitive types. This one primitive types, then array types, object types, function types, union type. Here we will go with example with these topics. Like primitive types, we will see the example for this. Then array types, object types, function types, union type. So let's check the here example for each. Here here first we will talk about the primitive types. This is here primitive types. Okay, then let username, that is a strings, it is equal to def. Okay, you see, and let score, you have to define. Okay, this is not okay, you have to go to the new line. This is here, then let score. Here you have to explicitly define the its type, that is a number, it is equal to 100. Then let is online, and that is the boolean, it is equal to true. Got it? Then you see here what, here is string, that is a text. Here only allowed the text. Here you cannot put any numbers or boolean values. Here if you put any other things, other values like number, you got the error. If you put here boolean values, you got the errors. Okay, for the here for the number, it's only allow the numeric value. For the booleans, here is online boolean value, it's only allowed true and false values. These are the basic building blocks. It is for the primitive types. Now next it is the array types, how you can define its annotations, okay, or its data type. So let's here suppose I am talking about marks, it is equal to arrays. So I am here the first element 90, then 80, then 70. Okay, so here tell me how you can define here its data type here. Okay, we automatically got suggestions here, that is fine. You see here what, you have to first put this colon. Okay, and you see this is only accept the number, so that's why here you have a number and then it's array bracket. Got it? And then let, okay, here we have another one, let users, it is equal to inside array text is ram and then Syam. Got it? So here tell me how you can define its data type explicitly. It is very simple, because you see inside it we have the only strings and this is array, so that's why here it is a strings array with a kind of colon, here colon, then inside array we have a string, so that's why a string, and then this is the array. Okay, here is strings, array of strings only, here numbers only, here array of numbers only. And here the mistakes, okay, that beginner makes, here write like marks and then dot push here 100, suppose 30. So this is wrong, because you see here what, argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type number. You see argument of type strings, because you see marks is data type, it is only here the number acceptable, not the string here acceptables. You see here on hour, this is here argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type numbers. Here it prevent the mixing wrong data type also. Here you have defined explicitly, you have defined data type is number, so that's why here you have to only put the numbers values inside it in this array, not the strings. Then next about object types, this is here object types, this one here object types. Okay, so let's create a variables. Let simple in the JavaScript how to create an object. Let users, it is equal to the inside object, and then you write the name, that is me, and then age, it is equal to 21. what is this? Okay, here you see, here we also use, so you have to comment. Okay, this is here array types, then this is your object types. Okay, this is object types. Okay, now you see here what you see here, name it is strings, and then age it is numbers. So you have to explicitly define its data type. I mean, in the name we will only allowed here the strings values, and for this we will only allowed here the number values. So you have to, again, how to here define. You have to first write the colon, then object, then inside it here for the name that is strings, so that's why it is string. And for the age it is a number, so it is a number. Now this is the thing how you can create object types. This is a colon here, then this is objects, then inside it we have two variables, name and age. You have to specify its types explicitly, that is name it is always it is string, and then age it is equal to 21, it is always numbers here. Got it? And if you try something like what here you see here, we have explicitly defined its types, but what happen if you put here the strings, and then here TypeScript throw the error, and you see what you see error here, type string is not assignable to the type numbers. Got it? Type string is not assignable to the type numbers, because you see age it is a number, not a strings. Here age type it is always a number, not a string, because you see in the code you put your number, so it is wrong. You cannot do that here. It is a type mismatch errors. So comment, then move to the next one. Here function types, it is a comment, then function types. Okay, here you write function greet, and then write the name, and that is a strings. Okay, not first line is okay. So here this is a greet function, and then inside it here you have to return hello. Got it? Then you have to concat with the name. Got it? Now here you have to specify okay types. This is here you got a parameters here, so its parameters it is a here you specify its types, and that is a colon, and then it is a strings. Okay, this name here that you got it is a strings, and then you have to must specify this function return type. Okay, so how you can specify here colon, then its return type it is a strings, because why you see this is a strings. Okay, and also this is a strings, name it is a string, so that's why this return keyword return the string, so that's why it's return type is strings. And then you can execute your functions like here greet, this is greet, and you will put the name that is inside strings. Alice, you have to put inside strings this one. Got it? So this is function greet, name strings, and then strings. Okay, and here if you want you can execute these files. Let me execute here. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have inside your folder, and then here tsc, and then here now this is created your JS files here, annotation.js file, and then you have to execute this annotation.js files. So write here node annotations.js files. Okay, you have to console.log, so that's why you got the output. You have to console.logs and put it your else, your function greet, you have to execute. Then here again you have to tsc, then again execute your files, and you will see here your result hello Alice. Got it? Suppose here what happened guys, you have specified explicitly name must be string. But what happened if you put it here numbers like 33, and you see here it automatically TypeScript throw the error argument of type number is not assignable to the parameter type strings. Okay, here input is string, output is string, and then show the your predictable behavior. This is your function types. Now here next one about union types. So this is right here union types. Okay, here you have to let id define id, it is a variable. So here here for defining your annotation write colon, then here number or strings. Got it? Means your id can accept numbers or strings. Here both are acceptable. Here if you put id here in the id variable, it is equal to 101 102, it is fine. Again if you put it is equal to, it is equal to what, a1 0 1, this is also fine. But if you try to put something like here id it is equal to true values, and you see it error. Why? Type boolean is not assignable to type strings and number. Here this id variable only accept two type of value, that is a strings and number, but it is not assignable. You see here boolean not assignable to type strings. So this is about your union type. It is union annotations. Then here we have the other cases. It is an important case for it. Here you could find the function print IDs, and this is ID, then inside it here. Okay, this is IDs. Then here go to accept ID, it is number or strings, and then if you try to like console.slash and then id dot to uppercase. Okay, then you got the error. Why? Because number does not have to uppercase. Okay, so at this time you got the error. Property to uppercase does not exist in type strings. Number property to uppercase does not exist on type number. So this is an important case here. The next one about here, how you can fix this issue. It is very simple. Copy this and then we'll fix like this one. You have to first check the conditions here. Again, check what if type of id it is equal to the string, then you can here it is to uppercase. Okay, only string you can make it a uppercase, not the numbers type. So now TypeScript understand type safely. So let me comment and then move to the next. Here, importance of type checking in type safety. That is why type checking matters here. Type checking ensure no invalid data types, fewer runtimes errors, better debugging, then safer large scale application without type safety. With type safety, we will see all this here in the examples. So let's go to the VS Code and understand all the things. So now the next one, it is about here type checking and type safety. So this one, without type safety, okay, this is here create of functions and then it inside it here a and b, then inside it here you have to return a plus b. Got it? What has happened here let me reject for now from to document, and then here you have to wait, and then it is 10, and then it is 20. Okay, you got the error. Okay, and also you got the error automatically because of this is a TS files. Okay, and here internally automatically TypeScript has a capability to understand these these variable types, that is the inference. Okay, but no worry about it. Inference, here you see here, parameter A implicitly has an any types. Okay, then B also has any types, but you see here, from here you pass a number, and from here 20 it is a strings. So here JavaScript convert number to the strings, and output become wrong. What you got your output as a inside the strings 10 plus 20s. Okay, so this is without TypeScript, and with TypeScript here let me comment, and then this is the functions 8, and then inside it here write A, that is a number, and then B number. Okay, and you have to specify its return type. Got it? Then inside it here you have to return A plus B, then here you have to wait, that is 10, and then 20. Got it? And this is you got the error automatically. Here TypeScript block the wrong input, and also you see the suggestions by AI. This is a static type checking. Here TypeScript check what argument of type string is not assignable to parameter of type numbers. So this is argument here, this argument, and this is your parameters B number. So this is the issue here. Argument of type string is not assignable to the parameter of type numbers. So it is a static type checkings. Now the next one, it is about the numbers. Here the number type in TypeScript include integer, float, hex, binary, octal. We will check for integer and floats values only, integer and floats. So let's check it here. This one here, let, then price, and this is a annotations here. Here let price, and then number, it is equal to 99.99. Then let quantity, it is a quantity, and that is a number, it is equal to 3. Then let totals, and that is a number, it is equal to right price. Okay, multiply it with quantity. Okay, here all values are number, it is safe mathematical operations, and it is a fine. Okay, this is a number. Okay, also this is number 3, and this price dot quantity also will be numbers. And here another, it is edge case. This one here, what is this edge case? Let value to the number, and it is equal to NaN. You know, NaN, it is also here, it is not a number, but its type is a numbers. Okay, allowed, but it is risky. Here you have to first handle that. Is you know about this is NaN in JavaScript. Inside it here write console.log, right here invalid number. Got it? So let value number, and then it is NaN. If it is an n value, console.log invalid numbers. It is safe handling. Okay, this one you have to handle safety check. This is safe handling. Got it? And now let here exploring the string in the TypeScript. My next slide about your strings. Exploring strings in TypeScript. Strings are used for the text data. Here basic string, then template strings, then strings method, then common mistake we will check. Okay, so let's check it here. this one here. We have just a basic example for you. Let first name it is equal to me. So you have to define its annotations, and you know what is it is a strings colon then strings, then template strings here. Let's define let as it is equal to its annotation, it is the numbers because I am going to assign the numbers, and then okay, this says you got because we already is here, so you have to comment above, and then let message, and then it is strings, it is equal to inside bracket my age is this one. Got it here. Let message string my age is s, and then use here inject variables using this dollar and bracket. Okay, so this is how you can work with the template strings. Then strings methods here you have to let text, and you have to annotations is equal to TypeScript, this is equal to, got it, then you write console.logs and then text dot to uppercase because it is a strings. Okay, and then you can also check it console.logs and then text dot length. Got it. So to me here you to execute these files, this one, then your file name, and you see a TypeScript it is 10. Okay, its length it is 10 here, so that's fine. And here it is a mistake. If you put let values value that is string is equal to hundreds. Okay, you got what value is declared here, type number is not assignable to the type string, you know already about this. So it is all about the annotations, and you will easily understand all the topics about here. What are type annotations? Explicitly define the types, then primitive types, array types, object types, function types, union types. The next about here type checkings. Okay, no invalid data types, fewer runtimes easier, better debugging without type safety, with type safety. The number type in the TypeScript, integer, floats, and then here basic string template string, then strings method, common mistakes. So that much enough for the annotations. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next lectures.